What's up, people? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day. So, General Hospital, I have to be honest with you. I'm very intrigued by General Hospital so far. Like this year, since 2015 started. I mean, of course, there's still some boring parts to the show, but I'm very intrigued with some of these storylines and the direction that they're going. Granted, I wish that they would speed them up, but it's starting to get a bit more interesting. I'm not even going to waste time on this video because I do want to talk about the Dante, Johnny, Nathan, Maxie, Lulu situation. I do want to talk about that. I'm eager to talk about that because I have quite a few things to say about it. And there has been, during those scenes, there's been a lot of eye-opening stuff. It made, it's interesting. And it kind of make you look at certain things with a side eye. Like take Maxie and Lulu, for instance, when they were talking at the Metro Court. And Lulu basically admitted that when she saw Johnny, it was a breath of fresh air. And I'm going to tell you my interpretation of all of this. This is all my opinion, mind you. That don't mean what I'm saying is actually how Lulu feels, but this is what I interpret from the scene. I feel like, yes, it's true. Lulu loves her husband. I believe Lulu does love Dante very much. And I believe, of course, she loves Rocco. But I think she's bored. And I'm going to tell you why I think she's bored. She's a young woman. Lulu isn't even 30 yet, I don't believe. I don't even think Lulu is 30. I think she's like mid-20s, mid to late 20s. She got married young. She had a baby young. You know what I mean? She's not done with the young party, hard, being edgy lifestyle. She's not done with that yet. I don't think she is. And she's a Spencer. And you remember when she was with Johnny Zakara, she was very edgy. She was very impulsive. She was fun. I loved it when she was with Johnny, especially when Julie Marie Bergman played the role. She was so edgy, badass, didn't give a damn about nothing. Impulsive. That's the Lulu I love. Like, I love that Lulu. But ever since she married Dante, it's like she became an old, married, boring lady. It's like she's a boring housewife now. She might as well be on the Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm just saying, she's so Debbie Downer, like always talking about babies and, just stupid stuff that a young girl her age shouldn't even be worried about. But like I said, she loves her family. I know she loves Dante. I know she loves Rocco. But I think when she was with Johnny, she missed that life. She missed being on edge. She missed being impulsive. She misses the rush of adrenaline that she got when she was with Johnny that she's not having with Dante. I feel like her and Dante's marriage have no spark. And they've only been married for 3 years now. And already they became an old, boring married couple. I'm just being honest. Like, this is my opinion from what I've been seeing and from what I've been hearing of the characters. Like, it just seems like she's dull. I think she's bored. And she kind of alluded to that she's bored, with her life, that, with the way it is now. I think she's bored. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like her and Dante have no spark. Take New Year's Eve, for example. They got all dressed up to go to the Metro Court. And what happened? They spent pretty much most of their New Year's Eve night at Maxie's apartment, helping Nathan and Maxie have their own romantic night instead of worrying about their romantic night. And then by the time they got done at Maxie and Nathan, they decided to just go home and have sex. They got all dressed up and for nothing, just to do nothing, basically. That's so whack. I'm like, seriously, they act like they're Mac and Felicia's age. Like, seriously, I would expect that out of Mac and Felicia, but not two young married people who've only been married 3 years. 3 years of marriage, they should still damn near be in a honeymoon phase. 3 years? Seriously? That's a short amount of time. I'm just saying, like, this is my opinion. I'm sure everybody else have difference of opinion, and that's cool, but I'm just giving you my opinion and what I see in the show and what I hear from the characters. I just feel like they became an old, boring ass married couple. It's like, and you want to know what killed? Oh, notice how Lulu keeps talking about Nathan, like his physique. And then she keeps checking out Jake at the bar. Seriously? Something tells me she's kind of bored with Dante. Like, yes, she loves Dante, but I think He just don't light her fire no more. I just feel like even when I see the two of them together, there's no spark like there was when they first met. There's no spark. There really isn't. I think once you get married, I think it kind of, you got to spice the shit up, especially when you've been married a couple of years. Like, you have to spice it, especially being young. And they are young. I don't even think they're 30 yet. But speaking of Dante, I love that they kept Johnny Zakara's penthouse. The set, I love that they kept it, and they kept it intact too. Same furniture, same, like, everything's the same. They didn't change a damn thing about it. I really haven't noticed that they changed anything about it. It still looks the same to me. So Johnny's at his penthouse having fun, happy that he's free. When he gets a knock at the door, Dante and Nathan show up. And you want to know what I find so funny? Dante said that he kept calling Johnny a loser, saying that Johnny was a waste of time. Johnny wasn't nothing to mention or nothing to think about. But yet you came all the way to Johnny's apartment to warn him to stay away from Lulu. But Dante claims that he's not insecure. If you're not insecure, why waste the trip? Why come all the way there just to warn him to stay away from your wife if you're so secure in your relationship? And I agree with Johnny. Lulu's a grown-ass woman who can make up her own mind of who she wants to be friends with. How you gonna come there and tell Johnny, oh, don't take shots with my wife? Don't go into business with my wife. First of all, Lulu chose to take shots with Johnny. Johnny didn't force her. He asked her. He invited her to take shots with him. She chose to do it. See, that goes to show Dante don't know his wife too well. He should know that his wife is edgy, or she was. She's a daredevil. She's impulsive. Hell, she's a Spencer. He should know this. But of course, he, I guess, forgot. And this is typical Lulu. Like, this is old school Lulu. Taking shots, giving no fucks about life, taking risks. This is the old Lulu. So clearly, Dante just don't know. And it's like, obviously, you're not that secure in your relationship. Because if I was Dante, I wouldn't even have, I would have been a little angry about it. I'm not gonna lie, because Johnny Zakara is her ex-boyfriend, you know what I mean, and he's a mob boss basically. He's in the mob, he's this, so I would have concern. I'm not saying Dante should not be concerned, but to go all the way out your way to warn him to stay away from your wife, basically telling your wife who she should associate with, I think that's BS. Your wife is a grown-ass woman. If she wants to be friends with Johnny Zakara, she can be friends with Johnny. But what's funny is even Johnny told Dante, you can't erase the history I have with Lulu. And Dante gonna sit there and say, oh, well, I'm gonna try. First of all, Dante, you can't even try to erase it. That's like trying to erase Luke as Lulu's father. You can't erase her past. Johnny is a part of her past. You can't erase that. Just like she can't erase your past. She can't erase Sonny as your father. So you can't erase anybody out of her life. That's her choice. If she wants to erase Johnny out of her life, that's her prerogative. But clearly she doesn't. So back the fuck off. So then as soon as he brings up Maxie, now Nathan wants to chime in. And Nathan told him, well, Maxie hasn't mentioned you once. Who cares if she didn't mention Johnny to you? So what? Maxie had plenty of ex-boyfriends that she hasn't mentioned. The only one that you know of is Spinelli, and that's because that's her baby father. So of course you're going to know of Spinelli. That's her daughter's father. So of course you're going to know him. Maxie's not going to tell you about every relationship she's had in the past. Nathan doesn't know about all her exes or friends that she used to have. Just like she doesn't know about Nathan's past. She don't know about the women Nathan used to date. So Nathan need to calm his ass down. So anyway, they just a bunch of insecure bitches, in my personal opinion. They need to back the hell off Johnny. And I'm kind of happy that Johnny is back, because hopefully he can throw a little monkey wrench into Lulu and Dante's marriage, because God knows it needs to be spiced up. I'm sick of them always walking around like the happy couple. It's annoying. Ain't no couple that damn happy without no type of problems. And it's been a while since Dante and Lulu had problems. Been a long while. So anyway, Sonny and Julian, well, Julian is the newest member of the Pettenville party. Julian basically confessed to killing Anthony Zacchara. We all know it's a bogus ass confession, but he did it to protect himself from Bill Eckert. Yes, I'm saying it's Bill Eckert because obviously Fluke is Bill Eckert. So he's protecting himself from Eckert. And some people said in the comments the other day that this isn't Bill Eckert. Well, the old Bill Eckert, because the old Bill Eckert never acted the way the current one acts. Clearly, this is a rewrite on the writer's part. If Bill never acted like this, you know, into the mob and all that shit, well, clearly it's a rewrite. So anyway, Julian, you know, bumps into Sonny or whatever, and they chit chat or whatever. And Sonny basically wants to know who forced Julian to confess, or what the hell did he confess for? I think Julian and Sonny might just team up, because obviously that's their only option of staying alive and keeping their territory is by teaming up. And to take down Johnny and Bill Eckert, like that would be your only solution. So anyway, Michael was at ELQ. Him and Ned were talking, and apparently Michael wanted to open up that AJ clinic in honor of AJ, but he wanted to use Luke and Bobby's old home, the house that they grew up in. But he found out Bill Eckert's name is on the deed, the ownership deed, and he wanted to know how that could be possible. Why would Bill Eckert own Luke and Bobby's childhood home? So he asked Ned about that and asked him to call Ned's ex-wife, Jenny Eckert, who happens to be Bill Eckert's sister. So Ned calls her and she don't know nothing about that property. So she calls Bill's son, Sly, who said that he don't even know about that property or why his father is listed as the owner. But he chose to give Michael a key to the house to check it out or whatever, you know, have at it. And, you know, Ned was telling Michael how proud Edward would be that Michael decided to join up in ELQ. And I think Edward would be proud because it is true. Edward always wanted Michael to be a part of ELQ. I know some people feel like Michael is a Corinthos or whatever, but you can't deny the fact that Michael is a Quartermain by blood. ELQ is his birthright. And that's what Edward always wanted for him. Whether people, you can't erase the fact that Monica is his grandmother, AJ is his father, Edward is his great-grandfather, Alan is his grandfather. You cannot erase it. I don't give a damn if Sonny did adopt him. So what? You can't erase it. Just like Lucas. Lucas was adopted by Bobby, but you can't erase Julian as his father. You can't erase his biological mother. You can't erase the Jerome family as his family because they're his family. You can't erase Sam as his biological sister. It doesn't matter if he was adopted or not. You can't erase it. Blood is blood. You can't erase it. Nor can you erase the fact that Michael is still a Corinthos, whether he changed his name or not. I'm always going to view Michael as a Corinthos as well, because you can't erase the history. And he was raised a Corinthos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to erase Sonny from his life, because Sonny was a major part of his life, practically all his life. So was Jason, Carly, of course. You can't erase the family. You know, he was adopted. You can't erase none of it. But I'm just saying that ELQ is his birthright. So people need to, you know, respect the fact that he's a Quartermain. Stop trying to erase that fact, because you can't. So anyway, back at the Q mansion, Tracy wanted to know why, you know, because Luke was on the phone making threats about Julian. And he lied and said that he was talking to Baldwin, Scott Baldwin, about, you know, whatever, about Julian being in prison. So she confronted Luke, well, Bill Eckert, about his outburst at Bobby for bringing up Bill Eckert and bringing up the past and stuff like that. And he said that he doesn't want to talk about the past, but she wants to know about his family, but he doesn't want to talk about the Spencer family. So he blew up at Tracy or whatever. I didn't know that Luke and Bobby had a sister named Patricia. I never knew that they had another sister. I didn't know that. I swear to God, I didn't know either. I think from what I heard, Luke and Bobby mentioned their sister, but that was back in the 70s. That was in the early 70s. After that, there was no mention of her for years. So, you know. I have a question. What do you all think about the new Quartermain living room? I'm pretty sure you all noticed that they changed the color and changed the furniture. The color in the Quartermain living room is now gray. They got a brown couch. I don't like it. I'm sorry, but I don't. I feel like the furniture clashes with the color, with the wallpaper, with the paint. It clashes with it. It's not the right furniture. I don't even like the color. Why gray? It looks so plain Jane in there. And the Quartermain mansion is far from plain. That's a big ass house with a lot of amenities in there. So why would you make that living room so plain? It looks blah to me. I'm just being honest. Some people might like it, but I don't. It's gonna take some getting used to. So anyway, so if Tracy thinks that she's married to Cesar Faison, why is she still wearing his wedding ring? I would have been took that ring off. Like, what is she still wearing that damn thing for? If she thinks that she's so technically and legally she's married to Bill Eckert, basically. But she still thinks that she's married to Faison. So why is she not trying to get out of that sham of a marriage then? I would have called Diane ASAP. So anyway, Bill Eckert showed up at Johnny's penthouse, and Johnny was touching on his face because, he's surprised that this guy looks exactly like Luke. And if Bill says that, Julian, even though he's in Pentonville, he's still not going to get away from him. He's still going to get his ass. So of course my guess is Bill and Johnny Zakar are now working together. So anyway, Carly and Jason were talking about the whole Sam thinking that he kidnapped her and set Faison loose or whatever. I really didn't care about that scene. And Jake talking about Carly deserves to be happy. No, the bitch don't. She deserves to be in Pentonville right next to Sonny. Actually, in a cell right next to Ava Jerome, if you ask me. So they could beat the hell out of each other. That would be something to watch. So Sam was talking to Nicholas, seeing if, he could help her identify who was the guy that took her. And she finds it odd that Jake pops up in town the same time Helena pops up in town. And Nicholas is still lying about having contact with his grandmother. So Sam is still, trying to put the pieces together or whatever. I heard that the whole Jake thing wasn't going to be revealed. Him being Jason wasn't going to be revealed until February. So probably sweeps week. Same time as the flute thing. So this was a pretty interesting episode. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So anyway, I hope all you have a great day. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.